already implemented AI in at least one department. And what is the financial impact? People are getting up to 10x ROI, just using generative AI. And then we are talking about agentic AI next, etc. But is that true for everyone? Maybe not. So what we've also seen, even though 70% of the companies have implemented AI at least in one department, and some people are getting a lot of advantage from this AI, a lot of leaders are seeing a gap between what is the potential impact of AI and what are the real life results AI is providing today. And basically, a very small portion of businesses are turning their AI investment into meaningful business impact. What's the reason for that? So one of the reason here at Monday we talk about that you do your work here and your AI is maybe a side project or something you're doing on the side. What we believe here at Monday that if you want your company to adopt AI, it has to be embedded in the flow of work, and that's what we're going to show you. So we showed you just now work management, plain vanilla. You have the tasks, you have automation, you're assigning work to people. But if AI comes in the same platform, how does it impact your work, right? So nothing outside the platform, embedded right into the platform, which our 200,000 customers are using for, let's say, last 10 years. Here at Monday, we say because there is AI and then there is AI for work. So we believe in AI for work. And AI for work drives business results roughly in these three categories. Efficiency, obviously, just implementing Monday drives your efficiency, but you turbocharge it when you also leverage AI. The quality of your work goes up, and obviously, we spoke about AI risk analyzer. You're clear about what risk you have within the projects you are running. So all your insights become a little bit more intelligent, a little bit more visible, and something you can control very easily. So at Monday, as I mentioned earlier on, work is our expertise. That's what we do, work management. Even though we are talking about only one product, at Monday here, we have 4 lines of products. We have work management. Typically, you manage tasks, you manage projects, you manage portfolios, you manage your marketing operations. We also have Monday CRM, where you could manage relationships, you can manage your sales pipeline. We have Monday Dev, where you manage, if you're developing software, you manage the development cycle of your product. And lastly, we have Monday Service, where you manage different services within the company. So if you have tickets being raised for your HR, for your operations team, how can you triage those tickets to different teams? So, and when we think of AI, we are infusing that AI in all of these 4 products which we take to market. Right. So this is what AI looks like when it is embedded into your work. So let me take just a few examples, and once I'm done, I'm going to pass it over back to Kushal for you to show this live in Monday Work Management. First example, how we can increase your efficiency. So here, let's say you are an HR team. You're using Monday to invite applications to some of the roles for which you are recruiting. People are using Monday forms to submit their applications. And once they submit, all of that information is coming in a Monday board, like you see on the screen. Now, you can see in one column, people have submitted their CVs. It could be a PDF, it could be a Word doc. And usually, in absence of AI, you would have to open the document. You have to see who this person is, what their email is, what is their date of birth, which companies they've worked for. But now you want to extract that information and populate that into different columns within a Monday board. So all of these columns are using a AI block. We call it extract. And we are basically instructing Monday AI to go look for the name of the person in the CV or email and populate that into this column. We already have within APAC customers using this with their purchase orders, with their invoices to extract different kind of information. So this is one example, but sky is the limit. If you have a process within your company where you're getting information in documents and you are manually extracting it, Monday AI could be a really great catalyst to increase that efficiency. All right, let's move on, talk about efficiency further. Now, in this example, you're a global company and your customers are raising tickets. Typically, you would have, again, as you know, in today's world, a lot of tickets get solved on chat or by AI itself or by reading FAQs, right? In this case, open tickets are in different languages, and we are using a Monday AI block called Translate. So we are saying whatever, it doesn't matter what language the open ticket is in, please translate that to English. You would have seen, sometimes for a function like that, you can only have from language A to language B, but here we are taking different languages and then translating everything to English. And that way you can really increase the global reach of your team, which is working on the tickets. All right, let's move on. Now talking about creating complex workflows with AI. Now, workflows are not new to our customers. Um, you know, Kushal spoke about automations, which are simple. When A happens, do B. Something simple. But when we have a little bit more complicated automation which we want to perform, we generally use a workflow. But now you can see in this workflow, a new ticket is coming in, and that's creating an item in the board. And using AI, we are detecting the sentiment and then checking, because we have now detected the sentiment, we are checking the severity of that ticket. If it is a regular ticket, we notify someone. If it is, in this case, if it needs escalation, we put a message in escalation channel within Slack. Or if it is a super urgent ticket, we have another channel within Slack called high attention, and we are posting it there. And all of this is happening because we were able to detect the sentiment of the ticket using AI. And then we are triaging the ticket. All right. Now here, what we are doing, we are using AI. We have a lot of updates, and we are summarizing that. We are getting from a big piece of text, we're getting insights. Again, you might do this on ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity, but outside your work, what we are doing, the beauty of AI, the power of AI, we are infusing it right in the platform. So you don't have to leave Monday, go somewhere else, get your insights and bring it back. All of that can happen within Monday itself. And again, a function like that, which we call the AI block is called summarize, would definitely increase the quality of your work on a day-to-day basis. All right. And you might remember on one of the slides I spoke about easy to customize, um, time to value, and a platform people love to use. That ethos remains exactly the same when it comes to AI. Just like everything we build at Monday.com, it's easy to use and people love it. And that's why AI is getting adopted really quickly among our customer base. And obviously, new prospects are also trying, if Monday can be the right platform for them. So that's where I would like to stop. Maybe if time permits, I'll come back with a couple of case studies on how we are seeing AI impact within our customers. But let's see some of these things which I spoke about in action. I'll give it back to Kushal. Over to you, Kushal.
Thank you, KK. So let me know once the screen is up.
I can see your screen, yes.
Yeah. So now let me show you everyone how we are using AI and automations inside Monday.com to streamline the creation of marketing activities. So let's say I want to create an item or an activity such named as product launch webinar for Q3 campaign. Okay, so you know, instead of me manually filling the description for this and assigning the category and assigning the start date and end date for it and custom estimating the budget, I let AI do it for me. So in just few seconds, you can see that with help of AI blocks, we could get the description of the activity name, the category it belongs to, the start date it is from today, and how long will it take, and the estimation of budget. Okay. So these all things we could achieve with help of AI blocks at the column level. And now you must be wondering how a person is assigned to it and the priorities categorized. So we could achieve that with help of a workflow where let me walk you through it, how we could achieve that. Okay. So whenever a task is created, we have asked the AI block to immediately analyze the task name and based on the keywords and the context in the name, AI will determine if the priority should be critical, high, medium, or low. So based on the categorization on the priority, it will automatically assign. If the status is critical, then it will be assigned to the team lead. And if it is in between high, medium, or low, then it will be assigned to the person, the team member. Okay. So that is how the category is being prioritized and the person has been assigned. So this way you can clear all your manual judgment and need for priority, and the right person will be assigned to the right task automatically. So and the best part is the whole process of this will happen by the time you type in the activity name, and it's already by the time you already type in the activity name, the priority will be assigned and the person also will be assigned. So that's how we are making task management faster and smarter, and also completely hands off with AI powered workflow in automation in Monday.com. Now I'm going to walk you through how we have automated the market budget approval process using the Monday.com. As you can see, let's assume that I want to have a budget approval for create blog and article drafts from the finance team. So once we change the status to send for budget approval, the trigger of an automation will be created in the finance board linking this particular item. Let me show you that as well.
While you're
So
showing that, there is a question which I want to take quickly, Kushal.
yeah,
So we showed, recently using AI, we were picking up the task description, timeline, budget assigned. So Adi asked this question. Yes. So basically, based on what kind of task it is within marketing, for example, if it is a design landing pages, we have a logic for that. Or if it is a defining campaign goals, um, what kind of, so basically the logic is built on what category we come out with, and then we can be very granular as a result. So again, this is just one example, and all of this is using the prompts which we have built within these. So every column you see which is getting filled, there is a like a star icon, so that's an AI block. You see that's not against person, but you have that against category, start date, end date. So all of these are getting populated using that logic. And obviously these are configurable, customizable. You can use as much or as less depending on if that suits your business process. Perfect. Thanks. I'll give it back to you, Kushal.
Yeah. So as I mentioned that once the status is changed, the trigger of an automation that creates a linked item in our financing board. Let me go over here. As you can see, the finance team cannot see all the key information pulled in automatically, such as the activity name, the description, and the budget they have requested for. Okay. So once the item is added in here, the and finance team reviews the request and updates the status. So once finance team update the status, there is another automation which will move the request into their appropriate group. For suppose, if if I change the status of the create blog and article drafts into approved, then it will automatically move into the approved group, as well as it will also update the status in the marketing group marketing board as well. Let me show you that as well. So I'm marking it as approved. Okay. As you can see, the item is moved to the marketing. The item is moved to the approved request. Similarly, without any manual update from finance team to marketing end, we could see the update of the finance team here. Okay. So instead of relying on email threads and or any other spreadsheets, we can now manage the budget approval process entirely on Monday.com, which is fully automated, fully transparent, and lightning fast. So let's shift the gear to the document extraction. Yeah. Now I will be explaining you how we are using AI to extract the critical information from documents such as contract documents or NDAs directly into Monday.com. So let's assume that we just received an NDA agreement between two companies. Traditionally, someone would have to go through it manually, to find out the key information such as the party names of disclosing and receiving parties and their addresses and the purpose of their agreement and as well as the validity period. So instead, what we have implemented is we have implemented a AI-powered automation where that will read the uploaded document and automatically pulls out the required information into the columns. Let me show it. Once the file is uploaded, okay, we'll just give a few seconds for it. As you can see, once the file is uploaded, the items on our board are written by AI. The agreement title is non-disclosure agreement. The disclosing party name, Pixel Wave Media. Receiving party name, Brightness Retail Private Limited. And similarly with their addresses, and the purpose is regarding the digital marketing campaign agreement. And it also brought out the validity period as well. So these all things we could achieve with help of our own prompts. These all prompts can be customizable according to your needs. And this workflow not only eliminates the entire manual work, it also speeds up onboarding of legal documents and ensures that consistency across records. And instead of one reviewing the PDFs one by one, our team will be structured with structured and trackable data, and most of the heavy lifting will be done through AI. And that was a quick walkthrough of how AI and automations in work management can simplify your daily works and boost overall efficiency. Now, I would request KK to bring up the screen and show how this particular tools in action is not just one side of a story, but the real magic is in how the solution is are being implemented in the real world scenarios.
Thank you, Kushal. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
All right, so this is where I left. It's just like everything we build, it's easy to use and people love it. Talking about AI. And thanks, Kushal, for sharing these 3 or 4 scenarios. Some of them are really impressive. One marketing team is asking for a finance approval, and they're changing the status. I need approval. A request gets created in the finance board. The person gets notified. Finance team is working on it. The marketing team knows they are working on it. Finance team approves it. They get to know that they have approved it, or they reject it, also know that they have rejected it. Again, all of this, what we showed you in that scenario, is the native functionality of Monday. We didn't even use AI in this example. But then moving on, Kushal was showing you, taking a document, extracting a lot of information, which would take you a lot of time. Like you're looking for names, you're looking for titles, looking for email IDs, and all of that is being done by AI so that you can spend the time doing more important, more mission critical tasks. Again, we are almost coming to the end of this webinar. We will hang on for another 10 minutes if you have more questions. But yeah, I just want to share a few more things from some of our customers. Here we have Forrest Miller, who's a lab manager at one of our customer called Doorman Products, 4,000 employees. And this company does thousands of projects a year. And all the tasks which they had within their projects. Now think about it: 1,000 tasks, 1,000 projects times maybe 100. And now they're categorizing all these tasks using AI, and that just one thing is highly valuable to them. And we have many more stories like this, slowly trickling in, because when we launched these AI blocks, we just told our customers, like, this is available. Why don't you try it? And some of these success stories are starting to flow. And I would like to mention, as a company, we are all in on AI. And I want to show you some stats. 100% of Monday.com product teams are focused on building AI capabilities. None of the products I can talk about who is not thinking about AI. It's an AI first product suite, and we are delivering AI capability at every level. Like, it's all infused within the product which you already use. And I think we would have released close to a dozen AI features so far, but the product team has a plan to release at least 50 plus new AI features by the end of 2025. I hope if you are one of our customers, you will, this webinar will really nudge you in the right direction to go and try some of these AI features, maybe engage Kushal and Shrikant and rest of the DWP team to help you in that journey. Yeah, so that's really what we had to share with all of you. Kushal, I'll stop sharing the screen. Maybe let's, use remaining time to take any questions.